This time on Shifted, we break out the hammers and dollies for some real sheet metal work.
Yeah, we take care of a couple of dents on this thing, and it finally gets its new front spoilers.
Cat whiskers, you mean?
Well, whatever you want to call it. Also, after doing this bodywork, I'm kind of considering painting it.
Paint? Wow, I like the sound of that.
Do I paint it?
That is not a boomerang. This thing, I call it the cat whisker, and it's a little chin spoiler that goes in the front of the car, and there's just two pieces like this. There's nothing in the middle, and they go on either end of the valence. We're gonna get this car jacked up and on jack stands, and got a little dent on the far side to hammer out, and we'll drill some holes, line that up perfectly, and get them installed. Where's the dent?
Oh, where aren't the dents? Oh, look at, there's like a, well, here's the line, the body line goes here.
Okay.
But really, it kind of, this front one, it goes all the way to here. It does
Oh, it's
stop
double
right
wall.
there. I guess at that last little bit.
Yeah. Okay.
Is it impossible to get to?
I think you could pop some of that out with a pry bar. Right there. This is pretty wrinkle wall.
Yeah, it's all wrinkled. You can see where the old body line was.
Oh,
right
yeah.
Here.
Yeah.
Goes across, but that's all it does. This has become round.
Mm-hmm. All right. And
First line of attack?
let's go with the round hammer and the shoe dolly. Oh, you got the whole kit ready
Yeah,
to
I
go.
got the whole thing right here.
Awesome.
The round hammer?
Ooh, maybe this.
Oh, I think I've got a ball. You mean like a ball peen?
No, this guy.
That's called the round?
Well, it's just got a round head. This
Oh,
one's
okay.
square.
Full square. Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah. This one we'll use to try to get the body line.
Yeah, get it back
Chisel
to
in.
straight. Yeah. Oh, that's sweet.
All right. Now I just get debris, a shower of debris in the eyes next.
Yeah, is that the best position to lay down?
Yeah, but I can really
You
see.
can see it perfectly.
Yeah.
So what's the idea though? What's the method to like finding where to put it and hit it?
I don't know. Just
High, low?
gotta kind of follow your nose.
Okay.
Figure it as you go.
Yeah.
See, right in here, there's kind of a crease. I'm going
Right.
to go and see if that's all supposed to be one continuous curve there. I'll look at the other side.
Right. Compare
And
it.
right here, the body line's kind of gone on the fender lip. That's
Right.
been knocked out a little too far right there. There's not really any magic to it other than, chipping away, literally.
Yeah, just like each dent and
Yeah.
working it. So do you work from one side to another, or do you kind of like go spot, 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 hit all the bad spots first?
I
What's
think
the line of approach?
I'm going to go after the creases first. Like
Okay.
I'll work this curved line right there.
Bring the crease back out.
Yeah, knock these high spots down. Take this bump out right here,
Right, I see it.
and then probably work this area here next. And just keep going forward like that.
Okay, so starting from back here and just kind of
But-
massaging it all back
Yeah.
as straight as possible. So this huge dent up here, this is going to have some type of effect though on the whole lower panel, or do you think that's after the crease, it's not quite affecting?
Well, it's not affecting it too much because you can see the body lines
Yeah, that's
still
what I meant on that
basically
crease
there.
right there.
Yeah, I mean, This is double wall all through there.
Yeah, it's
and,
impossible to reach that big dent, unfortunately.
and it's crunched to the, well, is it?
I can get a big old light too.
A little flashlight would be handy. Hello? There's an echo in here. Yeah, it's just got a double wall there.
Mm-hmm. Is that a pry-barable section? Or
Not really,
you can't
because
reach through the wall at all.
It's basically, I think, the headlight housing.
Uh-huh.
See, that's just sheet metal, so if you
yeah.
put a pry bar on there,
It'll just wreck it.
yeah. So there's a bulkhead here, and that kind of separates out the headlight area from the fender, keeps debris out. There's like a rubber filler piece that's clipped on, and that just pops off. You can see it's missing part of it right there where those holes are. That would have had the retaining clips, and this part's pretty easily accessible up here. And I think there's, maybe not. I thought there might be some Bondo in here already, but I don't think so now. All right. Time to do a little hammering.
Is it possible to do what we're trying to do?
I think we could make it better.
Yeah.
Yeah, for some reason I thought the dent was the valence, but it's actually the lower fender.
Yeah, the fender's actually kind of bad.
Yeah. I'm going to start with this little bit right here. So the term is hammer and dolly. There's all kinds of different dollies, and basically that's backing up what you're hitting with the hammer. Otherwise, the fender would just rattle, and you don't really like focus the hammer blow. So the dolly does that. There's all kinds of different shapes. This is the apostrophe right here, and this is the railroad dolly, I would call it. And this guy are the two most useful kind, just because of the shape. So I'm using this one on edge behind my hammering to kind of like get this high spot out of here, because it's supposed to have a little bit of a concave right there, all the way around this lip. So right here it's kind of bulged out. It's been hammered on quite a bit already. Yeah, you can see it's bulged out all along here. This is supposed to be concaved like that. See, I can see like a high spot here. I'm gonna go look at the other side. Sometimes for reference, if you've got one good side, you can take a look at it and figure out what it's supposed to look like. This fender's in pretty good shape. This part's concaved up to the body line here, and then this part's actually pretty flat, but it has a concave right where it reaches that body line. So it's a really complex shape and highly stylized. That's what makes the 71 Plymouth just the beautiful car that it is. You know what's really crazy about the 71 and 72 satellite body in comparison to 73 and 74? Well, you had all of this shape in 71 and 72. Well, in 73 and 4, although the car is very similar styling-wise, they just went to a regular fender lip like any other car. But in the back, they kept the same fender or body lines as the 71, 72. So there's a big mismatch on the 73 and 4 cars. You've got the same back end wheel opening as you do here, but you lose all of this shape. It's just like, boom, just a regular fender lip like you'll see on, you know, any Ford Fairlane. So the first thing I notice is this should just be one even sweeping curve, and it's got a dent there right above the character line. So I'm going to start with this right here and then work forward as far as I can get up to the bulkhead. Probably have to take the fender off to get this out, or use a puller, which we don't have either. A stud welder can rough that out if you don't mind a bit of Bondo, but really that's going to be a fender off to get right in there.
You may have noticed my vise is a little small, but don't judge me. It can get the job done still. Steve handed me one of the dollies here, and basically the way they give it to you from Harbor Freight is unfinished on one side. This side's got a nice smooth surface with the crown in the middle, and this side's a lesser crown, but it actually still has two angles on it. But the casting is terrible, and if you're going to use this on the inside, you're just going to add dents to your car, because there's like a high spot here, and you can see some high spots and low spots. But what I'm going to do is just chuck this up and grind these two surfaces flat, try and give myself a nice crest here that's with a slight round, but clean it up, make it a lot better. That way we don't add dents, we take them away.
It's usable. It was not usable the way it was. Kind of crazy that they would sell something unfinished like that.
Completely unfinished.
Yeah.
All right, hopefully that's a little better for you.
Oh yeah, well you got it fixed up nice.
You want some earmuffs?
Uh,
I got some muffs.
Let me just try it. I don't think it's going to be that loud.
All right, yeah.
You have a ball peen hammer?
Yep.
Because this is not deep enough, so
Yeah.
the handle's hitting there, so it's striking at a little bit of an angle.
I got two ball peen hammers, buddy. Big and a small.
That's a big difference.
Oh yeah, you got like half-inch more striking range.
Yeah. But it's already,
I see it, yeah. So I kind of just want to watch you and see what you're doing here, and I'll observe. But I kind of get the method to the madness. You're basically deciding which way you want the metal to go, in or out, and then you're hitting it that direction, but you're backing it up
right.
with the dolly. Like, it makes sense. I've kind of like, that's the idea that I kind of understood, but
And then once
it's kind of just finesse, right? And just watching it.
yeah, and listening too, because when it's home,
Yeah,
you'll hear it striking the dolly and ringing the dolly.
right. And then you know you're there.
Did you hear that right there, that last hit? It
Yeah. Yeah, and like right here, yeah, you already just cleared that up a little bit.
Yeah, there's a hole right there, which I'm going to try to get next. Do you have a Sharpie?
Yes, I do.
I'm just going to mark the inside, kind of where the body line should go.
Okay. That way you can follow her with the
Yeah.
dolly.
This hammer is supposed to have a lot more crown to it. This one's supposed to have like a lot of crown to it.
So convex.
Yeah. Because that's why you use that one
concave.
instead of this one. See, they're both the same though.
Interesting. Yeah, one's supposed to be just flat. One's supposed to be a little convex.
See how much that angle is, and then it's just flat. Like if this side was as low as that side, it would be correct.
Do you want it to be more round? You want me to
Yeah,
fix one up?
yeah. Just take it off the high side
Which one would you rather?
on this one.
hammer?
That's the one that's supposed to be
Okay, copy that.
crown on one side and chisel on the other.
It's only half of it. They forgot it. Going back to the mini vise.
Yeah,
I actually like my little mini vise.
the mini vise is proving to be pretty handy.
Yeah. Someday I'll get a big vise, but you know, they say it's not the size, Steve, it's how you use it.
Well, okay.
All right, I didn't want to do too much. How does this look?
Oh, it's good.
Yeah,
Pretty good, yeah.
I'm going to be your certified tool maker,
I
your
know.
tool smith.
The tool and die maker.
Yeah, that's me. It's looking really good.
It's getting better, yeah.
Yeah, even the small little bits all adds up.
Yeah, it's all just, you know, a lot of time and trying to get,
So you're actually working the crease line versus the body line.
yeah,
And you're kind of,
trying to put that
Putting it
body
back
line
out.
back in it. What's
are you
freaking
using,
me
what
out?
side of the hammer are you using right now? You're using this,
Yeah,
the crown side, not this?
yeah, this side has got way too, that's got to
Too
be
sharp.
rounded off, yeah. Plus,
Yeah, it'll leave a square mark in there.
unless you're hitting in the right spot with the chisel end,
Is-
you'll screw up the body line.
Yeah, it'll,
So I want to leave that,
very aggressive.
yeah, I want to leave that alone until I get it pretty close, and then switch. You can work that body line in quite a bit with just hammer and dolly.
Yeah.
What freaks me out is there's a dimple right here.
Yeah, past,
So, but then when I'm looking at it on the inside,
it's a bump too.
it's seems to be in the wrong. I don't know. It's kind of weird because
yeah.
I try to mark it on the inside.
Bit of an optical illusion.
There is something going on there with the optical illusion. So maybe I should just forget about my mark.
Man, there's quite a few ripples through here.
Oh yeah. Maybe I'll forget about my mark and just use
The good old eyeball.
the force.
You know, Lucky calls it his ichrometer.
Yeah,
You know, it's actually kind of a good one.
I've heard that one.
Yeah. You want some boom muffs?
No, it's not that loud.
So what are you using for that round area right here? Because this has kind of got a bit of a radius, right? A little
Yeah.
bit of what are you putting in there?
Well, that's why I've got,
Oh, okay, the round hammer.
yeah. This thing is not going to match it exactly. I'm using the flat side, but you can tip it.
Okay, so as you kind of see what's happening as you hit, then you tip, move.
Yeah. You listen to it too, like, and feel it. Like right now, so I'm bridging from right here to right here on the backside, so it's pretty much unsupported there in the middle. So
Right. Now you hit, you know it's going in.
I need to take some of this
In a
down.
bit, yeah.
So, I mean, I'm not going to go for metal finish right
No,
now. It's
yeah.
not necessary, but that's why I'm holding the hammer like that to put the angle of that curve.
Following that
Yeah,
curve
if I was
and that
hitting it like that, it would just be hitting on a point.
Right, exactly. And this side's flat, so you need to use the hammer with and the curve in the hammer as
Yeah,
well.
I'll use it this way here because there's just like one little peak there. That's roughed out as far as the line up to here now, I think, more or less.
Yeah, that's really close. I mean, it's way better than it was because this whole thing was jammed in completely flat.
Yeah, and it's high right there.
It's a little high.
So,
So
I'll use this. I have like a planishing hammer that's like a bigger circle.
yeah, these Harbor Freight ones,
It'll get you
they'll
by.
get you by, but yeah.
So,
Plus that thing, yeah, I was kind of wondering when you pull out the old music note.
yeah, right now.
Yeah. Oh, it's got a good sound to it. It
Well,
lives up to its shape.
I can rock it, you know, and then when you can hear it like that, you know it's going.
Pinging. Yes.
Yeah. I'll hit it from the inside now, and then hopefully that'll get it pretty well done up to here.
Okay.
And then I'll move on to the next part. It's just a little,
You just kind of work a section and keep moving on.
yeah.
I was wondering, yeah, because you're unbunching metal that's bunched. So is there like a theory of like I'm gonna work this metal a certain direction?
Yeah, I'm gonna just go forward.
Because typically you're crunched back, right?
Yeah.
So you kind of want to work it forward. Is that like?
Well, the metal always has to have someplace to go.
That's what I mean. Because
Yeah.
you kind of you're mushing it a little.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of moving and mushing.
Plus, the fender lip kind of is a hard stop because it's a right angle,
Right.
so it's not gonna.
Can't pull very much from there.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, now I tried these. China. I've got the wheel lip pretty well roughed out to like 80%, and I'm just going to go forward from there. Started working this part of it, and I've got the lower part right here, which is kind of caved in, and I'm going to hit it from the inside and hopefully kind of smooth that out some. Looking a little better. I don't know if I've made it better or worse there. Well, I think it's pretty good up to here.
Yeah, it's looking good.
Now this guy here is going to have to be hammered on.
Yeah, he's got a little crease right there
Yeah.
across the line.
And this is completely lost the plot because it's supposed to concave in and then
Yeah, and it's been
meet
all
the line.
bashed out.
Yeah.
So is this why you recommended to Emily to get new fenders?
Yes.
Oh,
Can all be done, but
yeah.
before they had reproduction parts, I was working on a 70 CUDA that was just, the fender was mangled, you know. It was an all-day pull just to try to get that done. I was looking for a magazine article too, so I needed like perfect metal
It
finish.
had to be like beautiful.
Yeah.
Anything's durable, it's just how much time do you want to spend, right?
Yeah, pretty much. I've seen like guys that are like master metal workers do like pretty crazy stuff. So I got to put some scoop in it,
Yeah.
in there.
That,
So
what do we need for that?
I
This
think
guy?
I'll go back to this guy.
Okay.
And I've got this section pretty well roughed out. Now I'm going to move below the line, and it's convex out, and it's supposed to be like concaved in and then swoop up and meet the body line. So a little tricky, but luckily Wiley profiled my hammer perfectly for the job.
So you're kind of going in rows. And
Yeah.
you're moving down across, and then you come back and drop a little. Then you go across, and you come back and you drop a little.
Well, I'm keeping this edge of the dolly
Right where you want
tucked
it.
into the line.
Right.
Yeah.
Across.
I'm
and
kind of
then
tilting
down.
it a little bit. Well, I'm tilting it that way to give it a little bit of
Relief.
headroom.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. That way it has room to push in some of this excess metal here.
Yeah. And I can feel it hitting the dolly.
Right, yeah. You can feel when it connects with the dolly and when it just hits the metal.
Yeah,
'Cause you feel the strike in your other hand.
it makes a different sound too.
That's true.
Okay,
Wow, Steve.
I think I can get to that part now.
That's pretty amazing. I mean, if we could get this little notch out, I know this is kind of the booger right here, right?
Yeah, I think. Oh yeah, with that panel light, you can get right to it now.
Yeah, it's quite a bit more access.
Yeah, you can really feel that mofo in there. Ooh, maybe we should just go right there.
Just get right in there, man. You feel it, you got to have it, huh?
Yeah, I just want to knock that out now.
Yeah, well, this is a complex one. I do want to try knocking some of it around. You know, it'd be kind of nice to get my hands in there. Do
You
some
want to
good.
try?
Yeah, let me try.
Okay,
Is that cool?
absolutely.
Just hand me the right tool and tell me what to do, and I'll make some swings. I'm your swing guy. You might as well teach me how to hammer properly, right?
I would use the flat side of this right here. Actually, you could even use
Yeah, right there.
this like that, and then go from the inside. See where that crease is supposed to be?
Yeah, and just follow this back and forth a little.
Yeah, you're gonna have to hit it pretty hard.
I can hit.
Yeah.
You know, Freiberger called me Bam Bam for a long time.
Oh, he did. That's right.
Yeah. Well, and you know, I've always been your hammer man. Anytime you need something smashed, you say,
I know
"Hey,
where to go to."
Wiley." Yeah, and you just come give me a big sledgehammer. So,
Yeah.
you know, if you teach me how to do precision hammering,
Yeah,
maybe
go ahead.
I'll be even more useful later.
Go for it.
All right, I'll hop in there.
Yeah. Maybe you should do this one first.
Which one?
This.
Okay. Oh yeah, this little
Take this all out. Like, go from the inside and hit the.
hitting outward. You bring this out a little
Yeah.
to match here.
You might want to use this guy
Okay.
because it's got a deeper throat, and try to make it hit flat, not.
Right. Yeah, you don't want to make.
You know what I mean?
You don't want to make more dings.
Right.
Strike flat. Sounds good.
Okay. Should I go to in and out? You think?
Huh?
Should I go to in and out?
Oh yeah,
Come
you
back
want
and
to?
you'll have it all fixed.
All right, cool.
Okay.
All right, see ya.
Double protein style with onions.
Dude, what are you gonna get?
I'm gonna get a double and a single,
Okay.
or maybe two doubles. I'm pretty, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good with one. Thank you.
All right.
Steve went out to get some hamburgers, so I'm just gonna try and make as much of an impact on this as I can until he gets back, and hopefully he thinks I did a decent job. It's kind of coming along. I guess we'll find out in the time lapse what it really looks like, because it's wavy, but honestly it's starting to kind of take shape here. I need to just work it down. This has got to still go in right here, and we'll see. I'm just gonna keep plugging away. Howdy.
Hi. The line was way too long.
You went to Wiener Schnitzel.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I went to the in and out. I was like, man, I'll be here an hour, and I didn't want to like
Yeah, it's all good.
kill that much time.
Okay, well I might
I just
get
got a
someone
couple
else
of
then.
chili cheese dogs. There was no one there.
All good. Yeah, that is the fastest option for sure. I can't eat that.
I know.
It's all good.
It's looking pretty good, Wiley.
Thank you.
What do you think?
I think I'm kind of getting the hang of it. It's definitely going in the right direction. I got a kink here. Well, not a kink, but just this whole area needs to move out.
Which area?
So just getting this line back.
I
See
don't know.
this?
I think that's right.
What's that?
I don't think it needs to come out here.
No, just right here. Right. See, right. This one. This is one section
Oh.
right there. The line dips in. Right
Oh
here.
yeah.
So I'm just trying to push that out a little.
Yeah, it's a little. That's.
But
tough.
this is getting pretty good. This needs to go in.
Yeah.
But I haven't really got there. I'm still just trying to work this line. I think I've gotten it pretty good.
You're doing a pretty good job.
Oh, thank you. All right, well, I'm just going to keep pounding here for a second.
Okay, I'll just swallow these
Yeah, go ahead
greasy
and
hot dogs.
Enjoy your dogs.
The chili cheese dogs, like, you know.
Yeah, we call them gut busters.
Yeah. I just figured they'd be fast to eat.
Oh, it's fast.
Wow, that's looking pretty good. Compared to what it was, looking at it from up here, freaking pretty
Not
nice.
bad, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was all crunched in right here really bad. I mean, it's such a bummer. I wish we could get to that. But, I mean, dude, I'm just learning right now. Now I can fix the rear corner
I know.
and all that. And if we can get these, like, this cleaned up enough to where they go on and it doesn't interfere and they go flush.
Yeah, we might just use
Polar.
a puller on this.
Eventually, you know, we don't have it here, but
Harbor Freight.
yeah, I've got the whole setup.
I know, I should almost just buy one anyway.
Yeah, it's not bad to have. They would actually work fairly well. The only
Yeah.
thing is, it'll always deform a little bit right where the stud's welded on.
That is kind of bummer. So you kind of end up having to Bondo or you do more finishing work.
Yeah, but I don't think you need to like have. There's a level called metal finished,
Yeah.
which is like,
Beautiful.
yeah, it's. But to go from like 95% there to 100% metal finished is like a crazy amount of like. And those guys a lot of times they'll use files and stuff, and by the time they're done, it's like paper thin.
Oh, really? They just take it down to nothing?
So is that really better or worse? I don't know. You know.
Yeah, I don't know. But, all right, we might as well see if they fit even close, right? We should have tried before we
I know.
hammered away. I mean, we did see that there was gaps, but we should have showed the camera.
Yeah.
Let's check her out. This is the wrong side?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Oh, no, it's just like this. Oh, yeah, look at that. So,
Whoa!
it's almost
Are
perfect,
you kidding
dude.
me?
Oh, man.
Wow.
Dude,
I mean, you.
that's actually really good.
You could have literally used this as a template for what the shape has to be.
That's
Because
actually
it's-
not a bad idea.
I know, but look, there's no gaps. It's perfect.
That's pretty good right there. I
Yeah.
think it naturally, it's supposed to go like you were saying, this corner, like this body line ends here, and then just kind of match in between, like somewhere there-ish. Right, let's see what that looks like.
Yeah. Normally, that's what those guys do. The designers. You know,
I was looking at like a lot of people online that have these.
They're all over the place.
They're
Probably.
just in random places. Yeah,
Yeah.
you kind of were saying that too, that they just be everywhere.
Yeah.
You think just touching almost? It's not bad.
No, it's pretty good. What we should do is get the perfect position, as they say in France.
Yeah, and put some marks.
Yeah, mark the holes, and then it's nuts and bolts.
Look at this. We gotta drill a few holes in my precious fenders.
Yeah, after beating on them for like 2 hours.
Yeah.
Okay, right there is actually
beat
where.
to perfection. I think yeah, that's good, and this touches down here. Okay, you ready?
Yeah. Is it straight? Because I can't see the front.
Yeah, it curves in. It's supposed to curve in. It looks good.
Okay.
there's a couple spots right here I wouldn't mind just hammering back out a little bit. So maybe give me 5 more minutes.
5 minutes?
5 more minutes.
Oh man, you're like a racehorse on the bodywork now, right?
Well, I mean, I know we got to get the show on the road, but give me 5 more minutes. I'll try and get this as best as I can, and then we could drill some holes and throw it on. Because I really do want to see what they look like on the car. I think it's going to be awesome.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll give you 6.
Oh, well, thanks.
Yeah.
Man, feeling generous today, huh?
You got it.
What, you got another chili dog over there?
No, I finished them all already. To wolf that down.
All right. Check her out.
Oh, Wiley.
It's not bad, right?
Yeah.
I mean, there's still obviously a lot more that needs to be done, but I think those are going to fit right up.
Yeah, that looks really good, man.
Yeah, I'm really bummed. I wish we could get up here, but you know, I could take the fender off now and I'll know how to kind of fix it a little bit. You know, I kind of get the idea of how the metal wants to move.
Either that or, we just use a stud welder and pull it.
Yeah, do you want to do a couple more touches down here? Take a look from down here, this angle.
It looks
Okay.
good from up here compared to where we started.
Oh, when we started, man, this was just like a squiggly line. Like,
Yeah. Now that's a classic off dolly. It's holding to the dolly right here in the low spot, and this high ridge line was getting the hammer. So that's going to push this out from just the rebound of the dolly. Yeah. Better, I think. Okay.
Dude, I didn't think it was going to get this good. Like, I thought we were going to get, like, that little ripple out, but this is looking insanely good.
We'll find out how good in, like, one second. Is that where it goes?
I think that's about where it goes. Let's see where those marks were, remember?
Oh, yeah, we did have marks.
Okay, I got my mark.
That's pretty good. What do you think?
I think that's pretty dang good right there,
I think
dude.
what you need to do is like go forward and back
Yeah, and
until-
then find that spot.
until it's flat on the bottom.
Yeah.
But I guess it's gonna be flat.
I
on
think
the
that's pretty stinking good.
bottom. A little more metal work eventually when we fix this and this.
And that, yeah. Well, I know, and now that, like, this was an accomplishment for a day's worth of work, and the fact that we could do that today makes me think, you know, over the next few, like, months, you know, hopefully the year, I could take care of more dents, and maybe eventually I could paint this thing. Like, I never thought I wanted to paint it, but also because I didn't want this thing to disappear into a body shop,
Right.
and then sit there for 6 months, and then get it back, and then, like, I wouldn't be scared to drive it because it's too pretty, you know. But right now, I'll drive this thing. If somebody dings my car, I'm not really worried about it. But also, I didn't want to do the body work myself, but it's not that bad.
No,
you
I
just
mean-
kind of got to take your time, and it's kind of fun, honestly. When you
Isn't
make
it?
good, once you start making good progress, you're
Yeah.
like, this is
It's
kind of enjoyable.
rewarding,
It's
yeah.
rewarding. It's like instant gratification, as long as you don't mess up your nice work
Right.
while you're going. Because there's a couple times I got something perfect, and then just a little too far, or I dinged the top line where you know what I mean, and you had to go back to the other side. But
Yeah, this area right here is a lot better just with that little bit. I think it needs a little bit of a heat shrink in a couple of spots.
yeah, maybe. But also, I wonder if it's because
That doesn't help, yeah.
this bump out front and this guy up here, which is just in front of that second layer. like
That's
we were
gonna
talking about.
add some distortion for sure.
Yeah, and like we were saying, we could pull this later, and then if this needs a little shrink or something, like we could check it out. But
Yeah, that couldn't be improved, but it's a lot better than
And
it
from
was.
15 feet away, this looks real good, dude.
Yeah.
I'm really excited.
It's not that bad at all.
Yeah.
This part here was scrunched. This body line was completely absent, like it had left the room.
Yeah, it was just like a squiggly. It looked like the roadkill squiggly underneath the emblem, you know?
Yeah, so it's a lot better,
Yeah.
and
Just keep swinging on it. I mean,
Better-
I'd like to put these on. We could sit here and like make this perfect for the rest of the night.
yeah, but the car is going to be patina like this for a while
Yeah.
anyway.
Well,
When
and
we
the
get-
goal was to get this straight enough to where we could fit this on there and it looks good and doesn't look like we just like hacked it on there, you know? So
Yeah.
I think we accomplished that goal. This looks good enough for me.
Okay,
Actually, it looks better than I was expecting. So
really?
yeah, thank you, man. I appreciate that. That
Yeah,
was cool.
well, you did a lot of it too.
But you know, just the knowledge is really good to get, and I just didn't even know where to start with it. So
Well,
it's-
100%. When we figure out like where it wants to be forward and back, we'll just take a tape measurement.
so
See how,
right there.
see how far back it is. Actually, it looks pretty darn good right there.
I kind of think that's it.
Yeah.
And is that marked? That's lined up with the marks. Should we just make new marks now that we've kind of re-massaged the metal?
It's pretty close to right on the same marks. Well, we can play with it once we get that.
Yeah. So get this
Nailed
first
down.
one drilled.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna just make the drill. Watch your eyeballs. There's gonna be metal shavings coming down.
All right. Oh no.
Oh, did you kick my GoPro ice cooler?
Oh.
You
Yeah.
can show it.
That's what I get for not watching where my big feet are going.
You self-claiming the big feet thing over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all know.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'm not going to do a pilot drill or a center punch. I'm just going to use my expertise and precision control to drill a beautiful hole right here. How's that sound?
Sounds good to me.
Oh, it moved. Oh, yeah, dead center.
Really? Nice.
Just took a little finesse. Not the sharpest bit in the tool chest, as
No,
they say, you know?
Went right through it.
No, I was talking about me. It's pretty good.
Okay.
All right, so throw a bolt in here.
Yeah, where are the bolts? Two washeros and one lock nut, because you don't want to have to rely on torque when you're bolting
Yeah.
down plastic.
I'm actually really excited to put these on. I've had these on my shelf of put stuff on the car for probably a year and a half now.
Really?
Yeah, there's just been other things to get to and then things breaking. So this is exciting for me. Kind of
Didn't your mom get you that for
my mom
Christmas?
got me these. She's going to be so happy when she sees that we put them on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she's going to be stoked. This
Who's
one's
going to be
for-
happier?
No, but this one's for you, Mom. I think I might be the happier one. Check it out, Steve. What do you think right there?
It's mint.
That is gonna look sweet.
I'm going to take a
How's
look
it
at
look
it.
from back there?
It looks fantastic.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Let me see how the other holes line up.
It's got a little bit of gap right there in the corner. It wants to go right there.
Right there?
Yeah. How much did that move it?
Yeah, that's more correct.
Yeah, right there.
You want to know what I'm going by on eyeball?
Yeah.
Is this angle right here
Yep.
And that angle down there.
They match up.
They match up pretty nice, yeah.
All right. Well, that's exactly where we marked it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and drill hole number 2.
Go for it.
You didn't want to give me a pilot bit, huh?
Well, I can give you this. Hold on, Wiley.
Century punch, you can take that
Oh yeah.
and that. You know what to do, I'm sure.
I'm gonna create more damage than I should. My thumb! No,
Ah!
just kidding. All right, let's see if that did it. Oh, high speed. Very good. I'm gonna check these two, and if these look good, I think I'm gonna drill all the holes that we marked. Next set of bolts.
Okay.
I'll take a high five though. I'm so excited. And the other side doesn't need any work at all.
Yeah, the other side's mint. There you go.
Thank you, sir.
And the cat whiskers?
Got the cat whiskers on. I don't know. Some people call them air dams. Some people call them front spoilers.
Yeah.
I've never heard the front whiskers, but you are the cat guy.
Well, it is kind of like the cat whiskers because of
It is a little whiskery.
they're not like an air dam would be like a all the way across, you know?
Yeah. It'd be one piece.
Yeah.
You would think. Yeah, it is because of the separation. It kind of does give the whiskers illusion.
Yeah.
That's all right. We can call it whiskers. They look good on this thing.
So Wiley's underneath, he's buttoning it up with our brand new stainless steel hardware, which you want to use stainless for stuff like this. Car exterior, otherwise you make a mess when they get rusty. Basically done here as far as this install. Everything bolting up well there, Wiley?
Yeah, man, they're going right on. Looking pretty good. I'm excited to see the finished product.
So am I. I'm not going to look until we're ready for me to take a look, which is basically all bolted on and ready to deflect air and make this thing even more aerodynamic than its fuselage body style suggests.
What kind of downforce upgrade can I expect on this? How many pounds of downforce in the
I think if
front
you were
end?
running in Formula One, they would make that illegal.
I believe it. Yeah, they just this outlawed instantly.
Yeah, just like they did in the 80s with the ground fix cars.
Did Richard Petty's car have these? Oh, that would have been a good
Sorry, that's mine.
one. No, it's okay.
I always like to drop the handle down before I turn it. You know how come?
I'm assuming so the front of the car doesn't smack into the handle and rip it out of your hands.
Exactly.
Well, let's hop in, drive somewhere nice. We could look at this.
In the sun.
Yeah,
Hey,
I think you're gonna like this. It might take us a little bit of time to get there, but
all right.
it's worth the drive. I just want to be able to see those whiskers in all their glory.
Yeah, me too. And the fancy hammer work.
Yeah, and listen to that 440 rumble. And we're here.
Oh man,
Check it out.
it's a short trip.
Yeah, I mean, it's got good lighting. And you can see the whole car.
We get the full effect.
Get the full effect. Whoa. It's like it grew a mustache.
Mustache. Yeah, you're right.
It looks like one of those, old Spaniard mustaches, like the split double side.
You mean like Will?
Kind of like Will. No, he's got the twisty.
Oh yeah.
Man, what do you think?
I think it's pretty sweet.
I think it looks awesome.
Yeah. Does it look meaner?
It looks mean. I think it needs the rear louvers now.
Well,
What do you think?
they're not cheap, but they are good.
Boo, 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 boo. Louvers.
Yeah. That would be super cool.
Wouldn't that be rad?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one thing I've been wanting to do though for years. So happy to get these on here.
That looks good. And the bodywork looks good all the way to the middle of the marker light. Well, actually, the front
Yeah,
of the
right
marker
about
light.
here.
Right where that bulkhead stopped access, but
Yeah.
the part that we did's good.
It was really easy to put those on. Just drill a couple of holes and they go on. But, I didn't want to do that and put it over all those dents. So even though we didn't finish up this section, like the fender's going to have to come off and all that. But right where this thing rides, we actually tidy that whole area up and fix that line perfectly. So I feel proud to put those on and now I can roll around in style, man.
Yeah, it looks good, man.
Yeah, thank you.
The satellite getting better and better.